I'm the senior project manager at First Community Housing, and what I do is I manage the projects from the very beginning when we first identify a site all the way through construction.
I am Director of Sustainability and Construction for First Community Housing, and I manage the construction projects out in the field.
First Community Housing is a nonprofit affordable housing developer. About 80% of our properties are in San Jose.
We've been looking at increasingly more sustainable ways to do our work, and we think that modular construction is a good system that we can use. The new car smell, the new house smell, the new carpet smell, all of those smells are bad for you. They contain volatile organic compounds, and those are bad for your health and bad for the next generation. We don't want to provide housing for them that makes them sick. So we try to make sure that whatever we build is going to be as healthy as we possibly can make it, both for the person living in it and all around, for the environment and for the people using it. And these are things that are clearly needed. We have issues now with questions about the interpretation of the facts, but the facts are there. The Earth is getting hotter. We're experiencing the effects of climate change. We're growing as population, so our resources are being strained. So whatever we can do to build intelligently is really to our advantage. It's to your advantage.
It's 135 units of housing. It will only serve chronically homeless, and so there'll be mostly studios. 128 of the units are studios. It is permanent supportive housing, so that means that once people move in here, there's no reason why they have to leave unless they violate their lease or something typical like that. But there's no time limit on how long they can live here and be housed. And the supportive housing part is the fact that we will have a lot of supportive services right here on site.
Project goes faster, so the cost of constructing the project is also less because we have to finance it for all the time that the project is being done. And we think the quality is a little higher.
So land is very expensive, and then also construction is very expensive. So once you get the project going, paying your construction workers when they could work on, some high-rise downtown, it's very expensive. So we have to identify a lot of sources to pay for the projects. And that can be very difficult because there's limited government resources. We have federal resources. We also have a lot of state resources that we tend to apply for. And then we have local resources that the city of San Jose, in this case, provides to our projects. As we are serving chronically homeless, per the County of Santa Clara's definition, the county is actually going to send us individuals or households from their list that they've sort of come across as they provide other services to homeless individuals.
Personally, we believe in the notion of stewardship, so we want to give the world to you kids in a better place than we found it. We want to mess it up less when we're using it, and so that's our rationale for being green.
And the community has actually been very supportive because they can see the homeless problem every day. If you walk downtown or if you walk around the neighborhood, you'll see that there are a lot of people who live in parks, who live on the street, who live, we're actually very close to where the jungle used to be. And so the community recognizes that there needs to be a solution to provide housing for people who are just living on the street. And so they've been very supportive to the idea of building these units to serve that purpose. We all sort of have a sense of, compassion for people who don't have a place to live or shelter or a safe place to sleep at night. The most rewarding part is definitely seeing people move into a brand new building. It's going to be a very exciting time for us when we are able to give 134 households keys to an apartment here at Second Street Studios. who may not have had that, ownership over their own apartment unit in the recent past. The other thing that we really enjoy about building the housing is that we do build very sustainable housing that people take pride in. It has great architecture, they're beautiful units, and so when we can come back and visit with the families that we've housed, they take a lot of pride in living in our communities, and that's very rewarding for us.